Hi everybody, this is Pam at the Paper Outpost, and today we're going to be playing with some circles. And I made this little, I don't know, maybe I should call it the taco. This is a quickie taco, a quickie taco junk journal. It's very small, it's very thin, and could be clipped into another junk journal. Hang on. So, for example, I have this junk journal here we made a while back together. And it was a very, it's a fabric inside and outside, a fabric collage. And it has, I think, two signatures. That looks like two signatures. And so it's a thinner journal, but it can also accommodate the clipping in of other things. So sometimes folks like to see how I add things to a junk journal. Well, this is how I add things. I either paper clip them on if they're going to be removable, or possibly place them into a pocket or a tuck inside the journal. So if I've put something in there already, like for example, why don't we just keep moving along with this concept of using circles? Like let's say we want to do maybe a quarter circle. Let's do a quarter circle. I don't know, I'm in circle mood today. It's all about the circle today and what we can do with a circle in a junk journal. So what I did was I took a pile. I'll show you. Nothing. Oh, I forgot to tell you. 2 seconds on this. Fundle special going on. Triple bonus plus surprise gift. A fundle is a collection of old or interesting papers, antique ledger, checks, receipts, postcards, vintage book pages, music paper, dictionary paper, all sorts of fun things that you can use in your junk journals. 100+ pieces. Free priority mail shipping. If you order in the month of May 2024, you'll get a triple bonus of an authentic skeleton key, a vintage milk bottle topper, a vintage Apothecary label, plus a surprise gift. So there you go. So what I did was I took a pile of scrapbook paper, and I had quite a few here. I don't know, there's maybe 10 sheets here, something like that. And I took this magnificent piece of, machinery tool. Basically, it's a paper plate, and I just put it here, and I drew the circle. This is a 7-inch paper plate, if anybody's wondering. But you can use a regular plate. Doesn't have to be this. Could be a bowl. Anything that you can get circumscribe a circle shape out of. And then I took it with my scissors, and I cut around where I drew the line where the circle was. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Then I took some, no, that's not it. I took some coffee dyed paper. Just happened to have a pile there. Did basically the same thing. I don't know, there's maybe 10 sheets here. But, so that is how, where'd it go? Oh, I clipped it in, silly me. That's how I made this. We'll go over that, but let's just play with some other ways on using circles in here since we're here and all. So now I'm going to quarter it, a circle. That's one of those scrapbook pages. So sometimes with inspiration or imagination, you just need one idea. Like maybe today it's going to be circles. You know, you don't have to overthink it. You don't have to come up with 1,000,001 ideas on what to do with your junk journal. Sometimes that can be overwhelming, and I understand that. So I wanted to just simplify everything, bring it down to something that's easily manageable and is actually fun. And takes the pressure off. You know, we don't want pressure. No. Let's take the pressure off. Let's just go back to having fun, and let's just play with circles today. Okay, so this is. I'm sure you can do circles other ways, but you know, you can have what is it? Compass. You can use a compass to draw a circle. If you have one of those geometry sets, remember those? Remember those? Those are so much fun. I think I have one around here somewhere. I don't know where it is. But anyway, I've got my quarters. So I could definitely put one here. I don't know. Suddenly I'm decorating this journal. I forgot I made it. I'm just going to wet this a little bit. I think I probably have enough on there. This is brown, a mixed mush of browns. I don't have as much as I thought I did on there. Maybe I've actually, this is a relatively new little spongy. I don't know if you remember my old sponge. I had it forever, but probably doesn't have as much dye soaked into it as my other one, which I was using for years, literally. So yeah, it will definitely disperse a lot more ink if you've used it for years. So there we go. All right, so there's a nice little corner tuck. And we're going to put that in with some Fabrifix glue. All right. Oh, you're working today. Oh, look at that. See, it has its days. I don't know. Is it the humidity? Is it the weather? See, today is fine. We're flowing. There's no issues. Nobody's having a quibble quabble. None of that. There's none of that. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. All right, here we go. So anyway, if you don't know what Fabrifix looks like, Fabrifix glue, clear silicone glue, fabric to fabric, fabric to paper, paper to paper, and it's in. That's pretty simple. And I do have 3 more of these, so let's go in a little deeper, maybe into the other signature. Ooh, that would look nice on there. Maybe I'll do an uppy downy. I've never done one like that before, so let's do it, right? Okay. Just trying to think outside of the box a little bit. Yep. Even I need to come up with some new ideas every once in a while because I like to try things I haven't tried and sometimes go back to old ideas and breathe new life into them, which isn't a bad idea because you can take one idea and morph, you can launch from it and carry on and create different things. Okay, I think I'm going to do that. I could do it anglies like that, but I do that a lot. So I think I'm going to do that, which I don't normally do because it's different. Okay, so I think I'm just going to do a little V glue at the bottom. Just a little V glue. Nothing too committal. I can still get something of decent size in there. And it'll be a nice place to tuck a little cutie something. See if I can find a cutie something here we can tuck into it together. So we can say we were all here for the experience. We were there when it happened. Thank you for the person who purchased my botanical journal. I truly appreciate that. And there will be more items coming, more journals. And just remember, you can always check periodically in my Facebook, in my Etsy shop. Sometimes I will just put a journal in there for sale. So I think I might actually, should I? Oh, maybe I will. Maybe I'm just going to glue the sides. Feels like they want to be glued. Okay. Okay. All right, there we go. Now it's glued. All right, let me hold on. All right, I found these old checks from the Marine Midland Bank. I wonder if these are from my mom. Could be. She used to go to Marine Midland. Remember that. I think I'm going to fold this up a little bit so it's going to fit. And maybe a little bit. Should I just fold the whole thing in half? Maybe. Okay, techies. There we go. And there we have something in there for them to discover. You could load more things in there, and you want to be mindful that the glue is dry before you add anything of importance or value or meaning to you. I generally pop them in right away for video purposes, but I do try and make sure that the item stays loose. There's nothing, okay, one of the greatest nemesis is the excited junk journal maker who runs in, makes their pockets and tucks, gets all excited, and goes and stuffs things in there right away, and then those things get them stuck and embedded and glued to the pages. And then they're crying when they go back and they're like, I can't move it, I can't, oh no, and then you end up having to tear it. Oh, I know, I feel for you, I've been there so many times. You have no idea. Maybe you do. Maybe you've been there, maybe you get it. You know what I mean? It happens. So something to think about. Okay, no. I don't know, I'm just looking at other things I have here on the desk, which might help prettify the page. We'll do that later. Okay, stay focused. Now we're talking about circles. Okay, so in this little guy, let me just take him out. So that's how I might place him in here, or I could put him in a pocket or tuck. So basically, it's the scrapbook paper outside with the coffee dyed pages inside. And you could do whatever you want. You could do more decorating in here, or you could just leave it as is for the person to play with. Now, I'm feeling a little compelled. Hang on, I just got something new. What is it? Oh, here you are. Here you are. Okay, I knew you weren't far. I knew, whoop, okay, knocking everything over as I do. Because that's what I do, apparently. All right. Where are you? Here you are. Look at this. I got a tree stencil. Okay, so it's a different tree stencil. All right, I'm trying to open it. My deftness, not deafness, but deftness. And I'm going to give myself 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. Oh, maybe it's the bottom. 5, 4. I think I'm almost in. 3. Oh, I think I'm in. 2. I'm in. All right, there we go. It was almost becoming like a sticker, for gosh sakes. Sometimes fuss is just not worth all the fuss. All right, so I'm going to get one of those, something looks like this. This is a densely packed bristle paddle brush. You can get these in the makeup department or the craft department. I bought my first set in TJ Maxx when I found them there. And then you can buy them online anywhere. There's links in my Amazon store if you can't find them, but they're everywhere pretty much. So I think I'm going to stencil this side, but it's going to bleed over onto this page, which I think would look very cool. Okay, let's try. I have no idea what it's going to look like. My impression in my mind says it's going to look very cool. All right. Okay. Okay, what do we got? Oh, that looks kind of cool. I kind of wish I'd even gone farther. Maybe I can. Can I? See if I line it all up again. All right. Let me just do a little further over here. It's a little extension on the page. There we go. That's kind of cool. I don't know. I'm liking that. This looks awesome. Should I do it to the back as well? Okay. Oh, so basically, yeah, I took how many pages? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I just sewed it down the middle with white thread and a straight stitch. And it was pretty easy. And we're going to make one of those. I'll just show you quickly, but you don't have to sew it. That's optional. You could totally staple it in the middle. You could also do the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. So you know you always have options. All right. Should have started farther over, but I didn't. Oh, no humming. No humming, Pam. Okay, nobody knows what that song was. Maybe you do. Okay, here we're just a little bit more over here. Extending. Oh, fill that in a little bit. Okay, there we go. Kind of cool, huh? I don't know. I like that. It looks like almost like seaweed or something. Maybe more seaweed than branches, but it looks really cool. Either way, kind of fun. And then I don't know why I'm stopping to decorate this one live on camera, but I am. I'm just going to ink up the edges. Give it a little bit of, okay, just brown this up a bit with some vintage walnut stain. It's walnut stain. I can see it from here. Walnut stain Distress Oxide. It's a darker, that's like one of my darker browns. I think ground espresso, walnut stain. Those are my dark inks. My go-to dark browns. Vintage Photos, more of a medium, but that just looks cool. I really like that. So yeah, I think I already did this. I'm just going to go around and do a little bit more because I'm here, and there we go. Okay, so if we were going to make something like this, very easy. All right, so we have a circle. Maybe we'll use a different one just because we want to put another one in here over there. Oh, let's see what color. No. Yeah, no. Maybe this one because it's matching. I like that. Okay, so as you can see, my circle drawing is not perfection in any way, shape, or form. It's just the way I roll. 1, 2, 3. I believe I put 3 sheets in here. Let me just double check. Okay, yeah, 1, 2. Oh, it's 4. Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the way these coffee dyed pages did, I'm just going to rotate them so they don't all flip and show the same way. Oh, how many pages have I got here? Somebody get a hold of this monkey. Okay, I'm just going to rotate them so the whites are going around the clock a little bit. So they're all a little bit different. That means the circles are not going to line perfectly. It's okay. Yeah, just want you to know it's okay. Yeah, don't get worried. Okay, let's fold this one in half first. Very, very handy if you have a bone folder, or use a spoon or a butter knife or something to crease. But the bone folder is like, I don't know, one of my favorite tools. I just love to work with it. It makes me feel like I'm a bookmaker when I use a bone folder for some reason. I don't know. It's a weird thing, but It's true. And again, I'm going to be grabbing, I'm going to finger fold. I can fingernail fold, but there's nothing like the bone folder crease. Okay, you can also use a credit card or something like that, but they have a sharp edge. And the bone folder itself has a rounded edge. I think that's its magic. It's rounded. Yeah, it's all rounded edges. So for whatever that's worth, tucking this in here now. And so I am thinking, what would you like to see? So sewing it, basically you sew it straight across. Not everybody has a sewing machine, of which I do appreciate. So maybe we're going to staple this because it should be a pretty easy staple. So we're going to open it to the middle, find the middle, it's not the middle. No, that's not the middle. Here's the middle. Okay. Hold it back upon itself so we know exactly where everybody is supposed to be. Now, it would be ideal if we had something to staple into. And I can't tell you, I love this stuff, this like compressed styrofoam. It's not, I don't know what it's foam. We have a foam sheet or something like that where we're going to open up our stapler. Actually, we probably don't even need to open up our stapler for this one because this one is not that big. Skip that entire part. We don't even need that. Don't worry. You don't need this. Not for this size. If you have a bigger one and you have to open up your stapler and staple down into something, that's when you need something underneath to not bend the little staple sticks that come out. Okay? Because you're going to have to manually go and fold those in after. If your circle was bigger and you couldn't get this all the way in like that, but we can, so we're not even worrying about that. So this is super easy. This is a 7-inch circle. All right. So coming in here, I'm just going to try and align it where it should be. Okay. And I really think this one only needs 2. I mean, it's just a little itty bitty boo. Come here. Get all settled and down, and we're good. I mean, really, that's, oh, I totally missed on that one. But it's not bad, you know. Let me try that again. That was for shame. It's not bad on the outside. It's a little wacky on the inside. It's not horrible, but you know, we could redo it. It'll just make it fold nicer. Because that was user error. Okay, so we're going in again. We're aligning. We think we know where we are. We're not really sure. And we're hoping that went better. Oh, now I seem to have completely missed it on the side. We're just going to roll with that. I think it's okay. Because all in all, in the end, it does seem to work. Okay, so now you can see with the amazing taco fold here, they don't align perfectly because I cannot cut a straight line perfectly. So what to do? What to do? So come in with what I call the brutal cut initially. This is me coming around trying to make it look pretty on my own by cutting off the excess, of which will still be a very rough version of what pretty might look like in the end. So I'm just kind of hacking away haphazardly at the excess because the outside one will always be shorter than the inside one. So now I've sort of unified them, but they're still, it's like a little roughy. So our old friend sanding block, I would say take the rough edge, and we're going to smooth it down like we were feeling the edges of a finished book. You know how sometimes the pages are a little velvety on the end, kind of like deer antler velvety. That we're getting there with this. This is like a short mock way of getting that without having heavy machinery or knowing really what else to do when you come to this point of trying to get these edges all nice and pretty. This will make your edges all nice and they feel good, and you're not going to get paper. There's like no paper. You can't cut your paper. You can't cut your fingers on this. No, nothing. It's soft, softy, soft. So to decorate it up, just came along with some brown. I think the other one was vintage photo, but we'll go with the walnut stain here since it's right here. It's very intense. Oh, we've got a thunderstorm going on. I love the thunderstorms. I really do. I'm so, I get the electricity in the air and everything. I just love that. And the clean, fresh air after the storm. And the pollen count is way down. And it cools off our hot Florida weather we get sometimes here. So I am all about the thunderstorms. And I do not mind going out in the thunderstorms. I'll walk in them, swim in them. I know, I'm going to die of electrocution. I'm mindful if it becomes a lightning storm, I get my, I get myself out of the water. I'm not crazy, people, but I do love a good thunderstorm. Okay, here we go. And we have that, and we're already looking amazing, right? And that's so easy, and you could totally stop there. But, you know, if you're just looking on your desk for random whatnot, you might have some random whatnot. I don't know. Go take a look. What do you got? I've got that. I've got a this. I'm just looking at my random whatnot. Oh, I've got these little pictures. I think that's what I did. I pulled it out of one of these books. Was the butterfly book maybe? Let's look at it. Nice, like maybe a whole. Oh, that's kind of cool. That would be cool. Let's do that one. Okay. All right. So butterfly book. Okay. And I think I know it. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go around, and I'm going to go around just to have it pop a little bit from the back. I'll vignette the corners, making it more popish. A little trick. Okay. Put that there. That's going to pop, but I want to level it up with the gilding paste, gilding wax. You can get any brand. I don't think they sell this particular brand anymore, but I'm just gonna like get my gold on. I'm getting my gold on. It's just like that brownie gold sort of prettiness. And I'm gonna, of course, get it all over my fingers as I do. And I'm gonna actually put it on the journal itself. Like it's already got brown, but now I'm gonna accent a little bit with the gold. And that also helps hide the staples a little bit. Plus gives it levels it up. Anytime you add gold to something, you are blinging, and it doesn't have to be gaudy gold. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just like low accent gold. It's just like a smidge. And you don't have to do every spot. You could just do some spots. But I am actually going around pretty much overlaying the gold on this. Oh, that gold actually looks pretty cute on my fingernail. I kind of like that. Yeah, think about that for future purposes. And then I did this technique. I don't know if it's a technique, but I just thought it'd be fun to do with this. Got in here and I just ran across some of these images with the striping. Okay. I'll try the dark one this time. Okay. There we go. Okay. I don't know, just to kind of gildy gold. Okay, I did a smooch there. So I guess we're going to do some other smooching on here. I kind of buff it out a little bit. And this is a wax. So it does melt with movement and friction. But that's okay because I'm going to actually interrupt that with this. So that's all right. It's okay. I think I'm going to put this one straight up and down. And I'm going to glue stick it down. Here we go. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do. Now, I did have some stickles here the other day. Let's see if I can find them. Yep, here they are, right where I left them. All right, what do we got? I could enhance the gold. You seem kind of far away. Let me see if I can bring you in a little closer. All right, can enhance the gold. I don't know if anything's going to come out here. We'll see. Oh, yeah, we got something. Down, up. Oh, that's pretty. Down, up, down, up, down, up. And my stickles are so old. I did buy some new ones because they were so old. But they worked for years and years and years without problem. But every once in a while, they do get clogged. You got to go in there with a pin and free everything. Don't trim off the little applicator because you want to keep that. That was my big mistake in the beginning. I thought, oh, I'll just cut off the blocked part. No, because then you have a tiny stubby applicator and it's not as good. And you're going to get plugged anyway. Again, it's going to be a never endless story of plugging. Okay, I can't do a straight line today. Oh, there's a shocker. Okay, there we go. So let us see if we know of anybody in the house that may have something to say. Oh, look, I found somebody with something to say. He happened to be right here. Don't lay in the stickles. Don't lay in the stickles. Okay, go in. All right. Hello, everybody. It's Sunshine. Cub Pup Reporter reporting to you from the Paper Outpost. Happenings about the house. Okay, let's see. Mom's been cleaning up, and she goes out in the garage to throw out some garbage, and then Sunshine follows her and sometimes gets locked in the garage. Now, Sunshine is being expertly trained not to go in the garage. Sunshine gets a big treat if mom says stay, Sunshine has to stay in the laundry room. Stay and not go in the garage. Now mom goes and throws the garbage out. Mom comes back. If Sunshine has put one paw in the garage, no treat. So it's brutal, it's tough, but I'm learning. Mom always cross-checks to make sure that I haven't gotten locked back there. We do what we call the Sunshine head count. Oh, excuse me. I apparently fell asleep. Yeah. He's gone. Okay, so I'll just finish this for him. So if Sunshine does not put a foot in the garage, all is well. Oh, you're coming back to us? Yeah. Okay. And he is heavily rewarded with treats, not overloaded. We have the little tiny treats and all as well. Okay. So I just wanted you to know what my life is really like. I'm always being schooled. Well, it's always good to keep learning in life, right? Right. Apparently so. Because I keep getting schooled over and over and over again. But you're doing really much better. We're very proud of you. Thank you. Sunshine out. Okay. Or you go back to sleep. I feel like I woke you up out of your morning nap. So there you go, folks. I mean, I hope that was fun. It's kind of kooky and crazy around here. You never know what we're doing. Just goofing around and playing with some circles today. So have fun. I told you about my Fundle special. Don't forget about that going on May 2024. And I have a free monthly emailed newsletter. You can sign up for that. It's in the drop-down description box below. Yeah, I have that other thing for you. Where is it? Oh yeah, here. Okay. If you don't have access to the link down below, this is the link to all my links. So if you're looking for the newsletter, all my videos, my Etsy shop, Amazon shop, merchandise shop, all my social media, my Facebook group, it's all on here. And remember, most of all, that fun can be simple, and create with reckless abandon, everybody. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.